Welcome back again, rum lovers. Jamie here from Ready Set Rum, and my special guest again is
Moya Lambert.
Great to see you again, Moya. And today we are doing the Equiano Rum. So Equiano Rum is a rum that marries Barbados rum and Mauritius rum. So it's Africa and the Caribbean combined. And Equiano is named after, I think it was a slave that was once freed, and there's a long history behind it that Equiano explains very well. I'm not doing a very good job at it at the moment. But today we are focusing on the rum. So the rum comes from Grace Distillery in Mauritius and also blended with Foursquare rum in Barbados. So on the back of the bottle it states, "We are on a journey to discover and create unique blend of rums from around the world, supporting freedom of spirit in every bottle." And the canister also has a lot of information on it. So the canister also says Equiano is a multi-award winning rum. It is a collaboration of two unique distilleries on different continents, marrying the best of the Western and Eastern Hemisphere to bring something entirely new to the centuries old craft. Completely uncompromised, 100% natural. No colorants, no additives, no spices, no sugar. Equiano is rich and deep in flavor that comes from the ex-cognac and ex-bourbon barrels in which it's tropically matured. And there's also some tasting notes that we're going to get into. So Equiano rum, aged in ex-cognac and ex-bourbon barrels, minimum of 8 years old. It is 43% by volume. And I won't tell you anything else because you're gonna get to the tasting notes soon. So Moya, what do you know about this rum, the distilleries? What could you add to that?
Well, my expertise basically lies in Caribbean rums, having worked in Barbados and Antigua. Well, Barbados, Antigua, and Jamaica. Right. Mauritius, now I have no idea, but it would be interesting to find out what the blend or the marrying of the two rums would be like.
Correct. So one of the founders of this is Ian Burrell, also known as the World Rum Ambassador. If you're anywhere in the rum scene, you have seen him presenting rums for different companies in different places. And I've had the pleasure of having a little chat with him via the Florida Rum Society, where they presented the Equiano rum. So we're gonna get into this. The price is about $50, and it can be found pretty much all across America. So we're gonna start with the cork. Nice cork, wooden cork, but it's a plastic cork on here, but wood on the top. Honestly, I prefer this type of cork because the real corks, if you don't have like really high grade corks, I don't know if it's really high grade corks or not, but like there's some corks a lot of times they grow mold on them, they start like deteriorating. I just popped a cork today, it was so tight when it came out, like there's a lot of shards inside the bottle. So that's the issue, like the real cork sometimes, based on quality on the natural corks, it's a lot of wrong.
That's a lot.
Alright, well, this is the last review for the night, so hopefully we'll make it through. Alright, so the bottle, honestly I love the bottle, I love the shape of the bottle. It's very unique. I haven't seen any other bottles of rum in that shape. The top kind of reminds me of like a Clement or rum cartel, coconut cartel, sorry. But on the bottom kind of caves in a little and it's concave there. So very unique bottle.
High-end packaging.
High-end packaging. It comes in this canister right here. It's very beautiful. So clean, nice looking bottle. On the rum itself, how does it look so far?
Right. So I have light amber color happening here. Let me see if I can get some legs. Let's see what it's doing.
Getting some small beading on the top. Just seeing some legs starting to drip down the side. Nice and slow. Yes. So this is a minimum of 8 years old, and honestly it's moving kind of like a 12. It is really slow, really deliberate legs forming, and it is a slow drip down. So this again is Mauritius rum from Grace Distillery and Foursquare out of Barbados. Alright, and the color, it's a nice amber color. A bit dull, but still nice amber color.
I would say medium amber. Seen some darker rums and some much lighter. But I'd classify this in the medium amber color section.
Alright, so let's move on to the nose. Citrus,
Light
light
citrus.
fruity.
Some like aged raisin, prune, dried fruit notes deep down.
Yeah, the fruit notes are deeper. Like I felt like citrus
Underneath.
hit me first.
Right, light citrus on top. I normally kind of pair a light citrus nose with more a lighter rum, like a column still rum.
Right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't stated. Does
Right.
Foursquare have column stills and pot stills?
Yes, they have both column and pot.
So this could be a blend of both column and pot still rums. All right.
And just to note that the minute the cork was popped, you could smell the aromas of the rum.
Correct.
Yeah.
Let's move on to tasting this delicious rum. Cherries,
Oak. Yeah.
oak on the finish. Cherries are fruits on the palate, warm in the palate.
It has good body. And what a lot of blenders kind of do is that they would add in French, or as it says here, ex-cognac cask, which would be more than likely made from French oak, to enhance the body of the rum. So you'll get this from time to time when you're trying to blend in the different types of, from different barrels.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, I just got a finish there. It was a nutty, datey kind of finish. Like a lot of different fruity flavors. So I'm getting oak. The oak is just forever. The warmth on my tongue is forever.
That dried fruit is at
Yeah.
the end, paired with the deep oakiness of it. It's like when you salivate for the second swallow,
Right.
you actually get that intense oakiness
Right.
coming in. It would be, I wouldn't say bitter, but you're kind of getting some of the bitter woodiness coming through. I don't find it as complex as like all pot still kind of rum.
Yeah, it
So
definitely
there's
is.
definitely column here,
Yeah.
or a lighter type of rum that is in this one.
Right.
Find that more pot stills increase your complexity, the different more levels that you go
Okay.
in terms of the tasting.
Yeah, I agree. It is a bit light. The notes are a bit light. The finish is very long. It's long oaky. Getting the deeper notes further back, but everything it's well balanced. It's not very heavy. It's not like a heavy pot still, very punch in your face flavor. But it's not very light. It's not very like forgettable. So I do appreciate the balance on this rum.
Yeah.
All right, so
I find there's a tinge of sweet in there as well. Initially, when you put it in your mouth, the areas of your mouth that deals with sweet, when the heat comes in, because you get a little bit of heat out of it, not a lot. That sweet is there, but it disappears. Yeah.
correct. On the palate, as it was in my mouth, it's sweet on my tongue. All I'm getting is like a light sweetness. After I swallow, then I'm getting the oakiness, then I'm getting the prunes, then I'm getting the finish. So it has a nice, kind of salty, sweet body. Sweetness on the palate, kind of saltiness on the mouthfeel,
Yeah.
It has a nice, it's a subtle complexity. It's not like overpoweringly overwhelming anything. It's just sugar, sweet, salt, mouthfeel, and it just kind of cruises through certain notes from beginning to end. So very enjoyable. We like comparing to tasting notes of the experts. Today, Equiano has a lot of tasting notes on the back of the canister. So we're gonna go and look at what they're saying. So it says tasting notes by Ian Burrell, Global Rum Ambassador. On the nose, subtle tropical warmth with rich notes of dried fruits such as raisins, sultanas combined with sweet toffee, sweet toffee, butterscotch, caramel accumulating with the suggestion of orange peel, vanilla, and buttered wood. All that is on the nose. I don't think I got all that. I'm pretty sure I got the peel.
That's some of it.
I got some vanilla. I did get the wood. But the sweet toffee.
The butterscotch came in after, initially putting it down, taking it up, then you smell that butterscotch.
You get the toffee?
No.
Yeah, it's not very. I'm getting a lot of toffee.
A little bit of caramel. The caramel comes up.
The caramel, butterscotch, sure, but the toffee is what I was really searching for because I appreciate that flavor a lot, but I honestly didn't get it on the nose. Okay. On the palate, the natural sweet notes expected of a well-aged rum from American white oak ex-bourbon cask, warm toffee, butterscotch mouthfeel, chewy raisins, and brown sugar flavors.
Brown sugar. Definitely get a little of that.
Butterscotch, yes. Brown sugar, yes. Raisins, yes. We were talking about the deep fruits on the back end.
Yeah.
So yeah, but again, the warm toffee is what I'm always looking for. And it's really subtle. Like that toffee flavor to me has to be really subtle because I'm really struggling to get it. And then on the finish, a medium to sweet end with touches of oak, anise, sweet pepper, and a hint of bitter orange. Bitter orange, yes. Oak, yes. Anise. I cannot recall what anise tastes like, honestly. And sweet pepper. You got sweet pepper? Alright. No sweet pepper here.
It's more the oak for me.
Yes, definitely. There's a lot of oak. The orange peel, yes.
Yeah.
Sweet, yes. Sweet pepper, not so much. So, I think that's our tasting notes. That's our taste notes of comparison with Ian Burrell. Ian Burrell is a global rum ambassador. Anyone in the rum circles know him. Seen anytime you look up a presentation, a debut of a rum, 9 out of 10, Ian Burrell will be the presenter for that. And this is his first rum, the Equiano Rum. And also, tidbit is that the Equiano Foundation also gives 5% of the company's profits for, they said, ground level freedom and equality projects. So each year, they look at their profit margins and they give out a certain amount of money. It's a young company. I'm pretty sure when he was on that call with us, he did say at this point, because it's not really that profitable as yet, they're kind of doing like $1 or $2 per bottle, taking that off without even considering the profits, just because it's a young company, a young startup. But the intention is 5% would be, when they get to that point where the company is actually profitable, So that's the notes on that, and that's a little background. So we're gonna get to our rating. Must try, must have. No, I'm mixing this up. Must try, must buy, must have. What do you think?
I will say a must try because I believe that for all rum connoisseurs, that you should try them all. Try as much as you can so that you can expand your knowledge of the industry. So definitely must try. Must buy. It's if you like that oaky end, that oaky finish, and some amount of that butterscotch coming through.
Right.
This would be a rum that you should buy. Have it with your friends.
And the funny thing is, it's oaky, but it's not overwhelmingly woody.
Right.
You know, there's some rums that are oaky and woody, but this is just a nice oaky long finish.
Right.
So, to me, so you're just saying it's kind of like a must buy.
Yeah, must buy.
Must try, but not a must have.
Not a must have. Not a must have.
Okay.
I would lean to that because I still am affiliated with the industry, and in order to keep the industry going, go out and buy the rums, man.
So for me, definitely a must try. Definitely a must buy. A must have. I'm not sure. It's not really a must have for me. I want so the must buy is you must have a bottle and you must experience the full length of it. A must have is when the bottle finishes, you have to replace it again and again and again. Not really a must have, just because I don't know. I feel like the thing about for me is that a must have usually is something unique and powerful that it just stands apart in a lot of ways from other rums. That's usually what my must haves are. Right? So it's a must have because when it runs out, I don't have anything similar to replace it with. And whilst this has it has that orange peel, it has that citrus, it has that butterscotch, it has that raisins, it has all these notes, but they're just so gentle. They're gentle and they're subtle that I want more of it, and this drink doesn't provide that. So for me, must try, must buy, because it's great. It's a great rum, but it's not a must have because it's not unique enough for me to really miss it when it runs out, right? That's kind of what I see. So definitely must try, definitely must buy. Go get it, experience the full length of it, because to me it's more in the subtleness and the oakiness. It just reminds me of a rum that you want to smoke a cigar with. That's what cigar people tell me all the time. I'm not a cigar smoker, but my friends that are cigar smokers, they always love the woody, oaky kind of rums. So I think, and this is so well balanced, it's not too far, it's only cigar smokers are gonna like it, because I really enjoyed it and I'm not into cigars at all. So that's where I fall on this. Alright guys, so that's our tasting notes. And again, Ready Set Rum here, taking you around the world, one rum at a time. Cheers.